Hello everyone. In my last video I went over the different types of epithelial tissue, so if you're interested in that, there's a link in the description to that video. But today I will be showing you the different types of connective tissue and where you will find those tissue types in the body and what kind of cells are present in those tissue subtypes. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. Connective tissue is the most abundant tissue type in the body, and it will protect organs, and it will provide support. And some of the things you'll see is a lot of extracellular matrix when looking at connective tissue. In this picture you can see like a network of fibers and scattered cells, and the spaces in between, that's that extracellular matrix you will see, and a lot of connective tissue will have those characteristics. This first subtype of connective tissue is called mesenchyme tissue. And mesenchyme tissue is primarily found in the embryo, and it will give rise to all the other connective tissue subtypes. The individual cells you will see here are just called mesenchymal cells, so it's pretty easy to remember mesenchyme tissue, mesenchymal cells. This next type of tissue is called areolar tissue, and it cushions your organs and plays a role in inflammation. It can be found below the skin and surrounding your internal organs. These types of cells you can see here are called fibroblasts, and they produce fibers. And that's what all these squiggly lines are just fibers, like elastic fibers and collagen fibers. This lovely type of tissue is called adipose tissue, or more commonly known as fat. And adipose tissue will insulate your body, it will support and protect your organs. It will also act as reserve fuel, so when you're out of food and your body's used up all its glucose, your body will turn to its fat cells or adipocytes for extra energy. Now these big yellowish white blobs are the actual adipocytes or fat cells, and a majority of the cell is full of fat reserve, and that tiny little darker spot there is the nucleus. Here is a more detailed view of the adipocyte close up, so you can see that most of the cell is just storage for fat reserves that your body can use when it no longer has food or any leftover glucose. This connective tissue subtype is called reticular tissue, and it contains reticular fibers that support various other cells, and it also is found in organs that clean the body, such as the spleen. And the types of cells that you will see in reticular tissue are called fibroblasts. This connective tissue subtype is called dense regular tissue, and it will attach muscles to bones, and it can withstand a lot of stress when it's being pulled on in one direction. You will find this type of connective tissue in the tendons, and again, the types of cells found in this tissue are called fibroblasts. The last connective tissue subtype I will go over in this video is called dense irregular tissue, and it's made up of the same stuff as dense regular tissue, but all of the fibers are going in different directions. And this tissue can be found in the dermis of the skin and the submucosa of the digestive tract. And it can withstand tension exerted in many directions, not just one direction, like the dense regular tissue. And this tissue is also comprised of fibroblasts. That's the end of this video, and I will be making a part 2 explaining all the other connective tissue subtypes. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions or requests for videos, just leave them down in the comments.